Hi everybody, welcome back to Ahh Magika, episode 24 with me, Sid. And before we go and have a look what I've been doing upstairs, I have prepared another little spell. A spellette, if you will. A spell of much spelliness. So I've laid out the ritual, and in here I have got the spell. I've got all of the requirements for it. I've got a cat who is going through a Christmas present bag, and it's not the presents for the cat, so, oi, out. Theirs is on the top shelf because it's got catnip in it, and there is no way you're keeping that safe. I did upgrade my backpack, it's now diamond, so and I need to have a look at some of these at some point. Rustling. Out, come on, out. Cats. Yeah, I've got both of them in the room with me today. So the bigger one, MJ, the older, is it's a bit out of sorts. He's very he's missing. His mum's on holiday and we're cat sitting, and he's missing her. I think it's the long and short of it. So yeah, what was I looking for in here? I was looking for something that, and I am going to have to move those. There we go, I wanted one of those. Now I think I've actually got a better pouch than that, because I've got that one that I found. Just bear with me a second, I'm just going to move these bags. Alright, we should hopefully be cat interruption free for a short while. So let's activate the ritual, whack down the spell, and place all the items. This is a real simple spell, but it just means that I don't have to keep moving my my cutting table. Let me just make sure that I am in free fall. No, let's go and stand over here. Okay, and that should do us. And that is, well, we'll just call it stone cutter, because it really, that's all it does, is it summons a stone cutter. Oh, I need to give it a picky. I'm going to guess that none of these pictures are even possibly or slightly or remotely close to anything that would look like a stone cutter, because why would it? We'll go with that, like, and there you go. That's all that does. Now, I also have, let's have a look. Let's try book of alteration. No, that is I thought I had a, did I use the spell book? Hang on. They're not expensive. Well, I mean, they're not expensive if you've got them. Nothing's expensive if you've got the materials. But I think we're out of leather now, so we're going to have to. We really do need to sort out our leather supply, which we can do several ways. Obviously, there's the usual way. There's we can keep chucking various armours into through a grinding wheel. We can chuck saddles in through a millstone. I'm going to assume I can do a saddle as well then. Yes. And we can stamp those, but also we can take bone ash and we can change rotten flesh into that. So that is probably, if I take, just get rid of 4 of those, that's 10. Then we take bone ash. Now bone ash is just bones on there. Take a stack of those because we've got plenty of bones, and I should be able to run that through pretty quickly. We got that spell book there. I don't know whether you can give these a different icon actually. there's a bunch of those cooking. Open by lifting. Right, so I think what we need to do is... Do I have an anvil down here? Probably not. I do, however, have a number of anvils floating around, so... And we're going to make this one tools. I'm going to see... Nope. So you can't dye these, which is a bit of a pain, but that's fine. So what we're going to do in here is we are going to take out my shears, my hoofer job. That's a crafting bench. Felled oak is technically an axe, I suppose. That's a weapon, so yeah, okay. And then we're going to take your tools and we are going to go... we're going to pop those in there. And that's currently on dig. And then, once we've got a little bit more leather, I'm going to basically have 3 spell books. I'm going to have utilities, weapons, and tools. Oh damn! That was a stupid mistake. Okay, we'll do that and let these cook for a while. I'll let those cook and be back in a second. Actually, let's let them cook and go upstairs because I can show you what I've been up to. We're nowhere near complete, which, you know, I don't expect to be complete on this build ever. Well, I never have a complete build, you know. Complete indicates that there's always stuff you could do better, but I've now got walls and I've got a little window poking out there. Got more walls. Round to here, those are going to be 2 tunnels off, which will hopefully go over where the storeroom is below, so I can bring another storage system. And over here, this will take us through to this area, which is going to be where I'll be bedroom. So we'll block this in. I will probably cover this up as best I can using, well, if I build the walls in like that and then fill all this back in, then we can just cover all of this with stone and we don't need to worry about it. Nor do we need to worry about this bit, but what I do want to do is put like a... I know there's no point to having a roof underground, but I kind of want a roof underground. There was a comment that these lights probably cause performance issues. I don't think they do. These are probably no more lag inducing than this. This is still an animated object. That's still an animated object. They're both giving out light sources. I don't think it does anything out of the ordinary. So, yeah, my suspicion. Anyway, let's go and put you back where you belong. We will continue building up in this area today, and beyond that, I'm not entirely sure who's out there. Let me just go and have a look outside anyway, just so you can see what we've been up to. They're probably on the surface. So yeah, we're starting to get finished a little bit out here with this, and you know, this is starting to blend into the surroundings, so that's all good. But obviously we do need to do a lot of work in this cave to make it more, well, cave-like. But I also need to do some work on the farms, which I don't really want in this area because, you know, lots of animals, lots of crops. Not something I really need. I want this to be a beauty area, and I'll probably disassemble you. I'm sorry, mate, but, you know, I have a plan for the fishermen. Well, I have a plan for getting emeralds out of that guy. I'll put it that way. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that one. We need go and have a look at my cooking, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, and there we have our leather production, and we should take you back out. Should be able to just bang that through. It probably makes sense to maintain some of this on like a constant burn, if you like, in the background, but leather we can sort, so that's always good news. Right, so this is for want of a better thing, combat spells. And oh, that's and there, so we're going to come into here. We're going to grab, well, let's take all of this lot out and go into combat spells and go, what do I want? Bow in the first slot, ice bolt, firebolt, and I think that will do there, and that one should now be empty, and that one can be I'll call it utility. And that one will have in the first slot light, then crafting bench, then stone cutter, crystallize and exchange. Torch, bow, dig. Perfect. And once again our inventory slots are nice and tidy, everything's good. Let's let me grab some, you're never going to believe this, but we're going to grab some diorite for a change, for starters. We're going to try something with that. So I will go back upstairs and we'll continue building out the, oh, I need pumpkins, don't I? That is something I do need a lot of. Don't know how many I've got left. Let's just go and have a quick peek before I continue up. We got 14, so if I take 20, that will do. Probably need to get a farm for these as well. It's like there's so many farms, and just because I can't be bothered to change my there we go, sorted. Yeah, can't be bothered to change my spell over, so we'll do that. And then we want some torch. Yeah, that'll do. And throw a little bit of that in, get a little bit of that done, and we're good. In you go. Right, because I do need to put hidden, oh whoa, the cats the other day took my mouse clean off my desk, catapulted it down, and the wire's now been a little bit tight. I need to go down and relay all the wires, but you know, cats will be cats, I'm afraid. Right, what do I want to do? Let's have a look at where. Let's plonk you down there. Get rid of, basically I mean, there's no way that anything's going to spawn in here while that's the case. So, oh, I see, yes, there. Right, so I've got one there. Let's stick another one there. One in both of these slots. One there perhaps. Maybe not there. I think about there and there perhaps. I will put that back eventually, and perhaps one there and one there. So that gets this floor lit up and I can put carpet in, but I've got stuff I want to do in the ceiling before I do all of that. And then if we come over here and perhaps stick one here. Take out all of this lot. You do actually need a spot up there, but I'm going to just stick a pumpkin in there and a pumpkin in there for now, and then we'll stick another torch up there. That should sort us out for now. Right, what did I want to do up here? Well, the first thing I wanted, oops, get the right thing, stone cutter. See, this block is horrible. I think most people will tell you that that block is horrible. It's not a pleasant block. Nobody really likes it. I know some people do, but me, that block, however, well, that block is actually quite nice. And what I would like to do is move away from the calcite, which we've used downstairs, and come in over here with that to start off with, and then we're going to my plan is to come across here or at least to a middle point, which will basically come down, and then can I do anything else with that? Have I got any vertical trickery? I've got cut, but I've got no, yeah, I don't think I can do the half slabs of that, which is the only pain there, but that's fine. We can kind of come along here and just break this room up a little bit into segments so the ceiling isn't too mental in its vaulting. And we need to obviously do something with that as well, and I may replicate that over here yet, but it doesn't matter. If I have to cover that, I've not really lost anything. I'm actually tempted to do that. I think that would help. Yeah, because then you can do that. Yeah, that works. And then from there we'll vault the ceiling up. And do I want to? Yes, I do. And some of this will get covered, that is fine. Oops, hello. That is fine, so well, let me just do 1/4 of this and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got that. The other ones are laid out but not dug yet, and there's a couple of things I already know that I want to do before I do the rest of these, but we'll continue with this as is to start off with. So just vault the ceiling up like so, and then need 2 more. Now this is where the problem comes in, and this is what I want to fix going forward on my dig spell. There's a couple of options. One is I make a projectile dig spell, which I could do, but that looks okay, doesn't it? I like that. You have to imagine that that moves off into another part of the structure here. You know, I'm kind of thinking on here. Let's come in and get start off with that many for starters. So I'm kind of thinking we can do. Thought I got enough there. That was stupid of me, wasn't it? So I need another 2 at least. Oh, I need a Mr. block as well. Bad me. So it's kind of starting to get this structure here. That will, that doesn't really lend itself to one, but that end will. So I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I suppose the obvious trick is let's grab those 2 and not that one. Let's go with that. That really doesn't work though for me. I prefer that with. You can't do anything with those. So I wish they'd make their mind up and just give me everything in everything. Well, but that gives you that shape. Which we could replicate. I mean, I could actually do that, couldn't I? And then get a couple more of those. And we could end up with that. And of course, that like that. I like that, but let's go and address the elephant in the room. Let's go and get a book of alteration and see about taking our dig spell and making it a little bit more utility, because having to pillar up like that is a little bit painful. So where's my book of alteration? Because no, hang on. Press shift to see detailed information. If I take you out of there, then we get that, and my range is not actually adjustable. So let's go for the alteration book. Let's go and take I can never remember how. Open the here we go, yeah. Z, radius, magnitude, range. So we want to take you and you. Grab, I can never remember the actual enchantment for this one. No, ritual, yeah, rituals, that's right. Ritual of alteration, that's simple enough. And then we can work out what we can add, what we need later. Let me go back into here. Ritual of alteration, that let's pin it temporarily. And go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. That seems doable. Grab my pouch. I need to remember that I've got to do something with that as well, haven't I? Grab myself some of that. And we're going to put our dig spell there, and Book of Alteration there. Right, what do you want? Oh wow, you want some stuff, don't you? String and a trip. I can't remember. I know there's a thing to unpin them, and I can never remember what it is. Right, so let's go and get a lead. Well, string, tripwire hook, and a bow. Let's start off with that, shall we? Thank God for Mr. Fisherman. I don't know whether that will be enough to repair one up. We'll find out. Probably not. No. That's fine. Ooh, longbow. Tripwire hook, a bow, and we need an arrow, don't we? Was one of the things. So, arrow, string, tripwire hook, and a bow. I need a crossbow, and a lead. Let's start off with them then. And I don't have a lead. Do I have a way to make slime balls? Because that's going to be a problem if I don't. Oh yes, dough and lime dye. That means I need to make dough, which means I need to make wheat flour, which means I need to run my mill, which hasn't got a... Oh god, okay. Right. Wheat. I haven't got much of that either, actually. Oh, I need a spectral arrow and a crossbow while we're at it. Let's see if we can get those two before I... Nope. Do it there. Crossbow. Oh, I keep doing that. I don't know why that doesn't interface quite the way I would like it to. And that. Put one away. So it's just the lead I'm missing. So I'll go and get that slime sorted and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we got that sorted. Still need to put some serious investment into create. Although how much I put into it. I don't want to go mad with creating this series because one, the server series I'm planning has potentially got more creating. It's a newer version, so you know, all of that good stuff. And two, I prefer this to be more about the magic than it is about the create. You know, just have a slight difference. Oh yeah, I left my thing. I had to grab my pick because, of course, Elidia here put his digging spell into a thing. Okay, that didn't cost us anything. However, now we should. I'll take you to maybe a range of 6, 3 times the range, but we can alter that as we wish. which is nice. Let me just check that has held. Yes, excellent. And of course we can pop you back in there. Right, well that's that done, which we're going to make doing that roof a lot easier. And just junk a little bit of that back. Probably needs some more crimsonite. Let's take maybe 3 stacks. That should be enough. And I'll go and get the other bits done. I'll also sort out that connecting pipe between the two, connecting room between the library and this space, and then we can start thinking about the living space. I'm getting myself lost in my own house. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, and I'll stick a carpet floor down, and I'm not sure whether I did think about whether to do that at the bottom. I think it might. I mean, I would have gone with a slightly thicker base, which I suppose I could do with chisels and bits. Yeah, I might do that. Just bring that down and stick a... Might even do something slightly different on that one. But again, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've just been looking at some options, and I think I am going to go with standard diamond armour for the time being. I've already got a chest plate with mending, so that's always a bonus. It saves me a few blue rocks, and I have got 45 levels, so might as well use some of those up. I need to go to the nether again at some point because I want some materials that you can get in the nether, and the nether is full of things which are really now not my friend because I allied myself with the wizards faction. So we are kind of in a bit of between a rock and a hard place, because I'm wearing iron armor, which is okay, and there is mage armor. If we have a look at this, and if I can find it, hang on. There we go. Mage hood, mage robes. Now it does give me bonus mana. It does give me bonus mana recharge, but it's pretty crap. It's leather armor basically. There is other armor but I think you have to get that at a later stage. So if I actually go and look at mana and artifice, for example, there is there's druidic stuff. This unlocks at tier 5. There's Witherbone Skullcap, which is your undead. There's your demonic one, and Spellweaver +2, +5 is still not brilliant, if we're honest. I mean, it's definitely not any diamond, but it does give you a huge basic flight. Cool. I have no idea what basic flight gives me, but that's obviously way in the future. So I can't see the point in wearing effectively leather armor. So you've got unbreaking there, blast protection there. Ooh, I'll take my chances on that. And that's all we got. Okay, doesn't matter, we can always think. So fire protection I don't need. I will take protection though. Would have liked unbreaking as well, but that's fine. And that's not ideal. Have I got a book about somewhere that I can buy? I don't have many books, but what will you give me? Piercing, efficiency, or unbreaking 1. Well, we'll reset you with that. I don't want fire protection. Damn it. Smite. Sharpness maybe. Can you? You can't enchant that. I mean, that would be a little bit excessive. I don't want fire protection. Damn it. I'll run out of books in a minute, aren't I? I'll take the Unbreaking, because those two will give me Unbreaking 2 when I combine them, and don't give me... Ah, yes, Protection. Perfect. Now, I would have liked Mending. Obviously, we're not going to get Mending. Okay, we'll stick you up there. Whoops, what's in here? Looting, there you go, there's a bit of Unbreaking and Punch, and there's a little bit more Unbreaking. So, armed with that, we can at least now get some reasonable levels of defense going. Don't look very much wizardy, but you know, I'll live with that. Do I want to continue on working over here and get my bedroom done? I think I do. I'd like to get this kind of built out, and then the next episode we can build out the storeroom access over here, which will probably not be anything fancy. I'll decorate this next episode, I think, as well, but let me just go and stick this away, and I'll be back in a sec. Oh, actually, a change of plan. I'm not going to do the bedroom. I am actually going to do a little bit of create, even though I just grumbled about create, and no, I didn't grumble about the create, but I need an andesite alloy. No, it's not a zinc, it's andesite, isn't it? And I'm going to need more andesite alloy, but that's fine. Get me a crafting bench if you don't mind. So the first thing I am going to want to make is an encased fan, which is going to require some cogs, shafts and andesite casing. More cog than that, so hang on, let me do that, then let me do that, and then let me do... oh, I need some of that. That will do me. And when we can do one of those for now. Actually, no. Let's do another. Then I need some andesite casing, so we'll have some of that, and then out of all of that we can make one of those. And what we're going to want to do is back here, certainly in this section, I'm going to want to do what I did in Life After the Woods, with the conveyor belt going through to a pickup point here. We'll have conveyor belt running into there. From there we're going to have an encased fan providing power and an encased fan blowing across. I'm going to need another one of these, but the first question is where to bring up the power. If I bring it up on this side, then it'll come along and we can blow down there. That's fine. So it's going to go down there, I think, for starters. Magma block would be useful. I don't know whether this works in the encased fan works in the same way as it does in this version. So plob, 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 plob. Stir. Oh. Ah, of course. Let's try that again, shall we? Actually, we'll do it with stone, because andesite I can always use for the crafting of. Do I need to stick a lever on that? Probably. Let me check, and then I can hide the lever away somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. So, then I need a gearbox. Yeah, and of course I did this the wrong way, didn't I? I should have done it in there. Just a good old gearbox. There we go. And we need to turn you into a vertical gearbox. And then I need to get some of those. Have I got any cooked kelp? Probably not. Oh no, idiot. So that's going to go there to there. That will go there. And I think we can continue going up at that point, that's fine. But what I do need to do is hide away a lever back here. Damn it, it's going the wrong way. That's easily fixed. After all of that, I'm going to dig it up and stick it on the other side, but there you go. Anyway, let me just continue getting this bit sorted out, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, we're almost there. I've got the fan, it's running, it's over there. I've got a big cog, little cog gear, that gives that a little bit more thing. This runs quite slowly, but it doesn't need to run very fast. I'm wearing my fire resistance charm, so that's fine. And the only thing missing from this equation now is the means to get this back into here, which requires me to make a brass funnel, and for that I need an electron tube, which means I need some polished rose quartz. So yeah, we are on this. That's simple enough. I need some of that, one of those. I should have some sandpaper. I do. And I should now be able to make myself I should be able to make myself one of those, and then be able to make myself, one of those, which will then allow me to make myself one of those, or two of those actually. And then I need a filter, of which I need one of those. So I'm going to have to break one of you down. Damn it. Get that, make that. There we go, all good. I'm going to set you. Didn't need that filter. Needed that filter. And then we'll just set you up for starters for glass. Yeah. Oh. Nope, that's what I needed to do. You don't actually need the items. One of the nice things I like with Create is the filters. There's a lot. So if I then go and grab myself a few stacks of sand, nope, that's not helping. If the sand moves, is it? And chuck those in, they should start appearing on the conveyor belt. Why only one at a time? Not a problem, it's just I thought that could handle more. Still, doesn't actually matter. I'll get back to that one. A little onwards, but for now we'll just backfill that. And that works as is. Now at the moment I still don't have anything for my millstone. other than, you know, whacking a thing on it. But these three, I think I can get. I don't think I'll ever need to automate them in the same. Well, I don't think I'm going to need to automate them in the same way that I did in Life After the Woods, for example, for a while. That's I need to work out. I thought you could take. Oh, I see. That got on the board. Yeah, I thought we could make that run faster. Run it as a stack at a time. Maybe I need to go in and maybe I need a wrench actually. To check I've not actually made one, because it's possible. Doubt it at this stage, but that's relatively straightforward, and then we should be able to 1, 2, 3. Should be able to up that output speed. And bonk. So go in there, pop that in, get the wrench, do that, bang, in you go. Oh, good. And right. Maybe I need the bronze connector, the brass chute. I've got a spare, so let's just try that, shall we? Let's come in here and take those out. Again, I am fireproof, so... Oh, I don't want to be that fireproof, though. Right, let's try fix this, shall we? So you need to be an output, and I'd like you to output 64 at a time. Or do I? Well, I'm only ever going to really use this for bulk processing, so that's probably okay. Oh, I think I destroyed my lever. Okay, I can live with that. Levers I can make. Tempted to have one of those. Those are quite cool, but it's not necessary. Take that out. Turn that on. Stack comes out. That should be more like it. Let me get another stack in there so we can have 3 on the conveyor. It's only 2 on the conveyor, but it doesn't matter. It'll take as long as it takes. It'll cook them through, and it is significantly faster doing it this way than well, than any other way, really. Now, if I'm clever about this, which I could be, I can bring... Have I got any connectors? Oh, what are they? Conduit. Toms, this stuff. Inventory, trim. Let's go... Mind you, we're only going to be pulling out... Nah, maybe not. I mean, I could make it so that that is accessible, but as you can see, 3 and a bit stacks in as many seconds, and we can turn it off as well. So that's all great. On that note, I think I shall call this one an episode. I might just grab a little bit of... What have I got going on here? A bit of you, perhaps, to go there. And maybe one of those and one of those to go there, just to firm it all up. We'll get it so we've got the particles running. There's our screenshot for the episode. Till next time. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.